Hepinize selam dostlar, ben Peltek Herif. Bugün Game of Thrones Telltale serisine başlıyoruz. Türkçe altyazı yine. Bu hitman gibi bir dil, Buna buldum Türkçe ama ya bir ve iki normalde şey ya, yani birleşik oyun olarak anılıyor ya, ondan. Neyse bakalım. 6 bölümlük olacak diye biliyorum. Çok severim Game of Thrones kitabını da dizisini de. Daenerys'i hiç sevmem kardeşim. Neden demeyin, çünkü Targaryen. Ben Targaryenleri sevmem direkt. Adam dediğin Stark'lardan çıkar kardeşim. Ne ensestlik falan yapıyorlar. Hadi bakalım başlayalım. The Northerners will never forget. Kuzeyliler asla unutmayacak diyor. Cüce, Cin, The Imp. Hadi bakalım. Vallahi heyecanlıyım ha. Çok seviyorum ya. Hadi kardeşim ya. Oh. Heh. Bu oyun serisi yapacağınız tercihlerle uyarlanmıştır. Hikaye bu tercihlere göre şekillenecektir. Forrester hanesi binlerce yıl Stark hanesine sadık kalmaya sürdü. Wolfwood'un en karanlık olduğu zamanda onların nadir hayvanı. Kendileri için almakla suçlandılar. Forrester hanesinin kaderi öylesiz. Herhalde biz Forrester olacağız. Dur. Altyazı açık mı, ona bir hemen. Ses videoda mı? Nerede? Ha. Tamam. Devam. Bunlar Stark'ların adamları yani.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
You think he's lying?
Nor never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Lord bana
To Robb
şeref
Stark,
yapıyor
the
ya.
king in the north!
King in the North!
Tomorrow,
Adamın
we
biri
march
ya.
on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favoured us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Winter is coming!
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Şu an biz ikizlerdeyiz değil mi? Hay
Yes, my
amına
lord.
koyayım.
I need you to keep
Bizi
an eye out for
izlediyseniz
Roderick.
bilirsiniz şimdi.
As his
ne
father,
olacağını.
I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honour to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Ya siktir git. Birbirine iyilik değerine.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What the
worse.
fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Just shut your mouth.
It's the truth. It's not like I'm making it up. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
Well, it's right over there.
İkizler aynen. Tam ne olacağını biliyorum ben.
Take your time. You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Lord Walder'ın ben
Fucking
amına.
phrase. Nice night for a wedding.
Evet evet.
Often he
Düşündüğüm şey
finds a willing
olacak.
husband for one of his daughters.
Baba orospu çocuklarına bak. Bowen yürü yürü biz
Don't
gidelim
expect me to
buradan
carry it
amına
for you, Sir Garrett. What?
Ananı sikeyim, ananı sikeyim. Reigns of Castamük çalıyor arkada. Ananı sikeyim. Ya. Oğlum tüylerim diken diken oldu.
You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need
Yürü
to get
yürü.
back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
Ya oğlum şu
What's wrong
müziği
with him?
çaldırmayın.
Something the
Tüylerim
matter?
diken diken
Owen,
oldu.
we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Ya siktirin gidin Frey. Oğlum yürü amına.
What about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need
Yürü
to
amına
find
koyayım.
Roderick.
Red
He's out there
Wedding
by
oluyor
himself.
salak herif. Bak müziği... Ya amına koyayım başladı işte. Biliyordum bunu bak.
We need to get back to
Bu
camp.
çocuğu Walter Frey. Roderick!
Garrett, we have to get back.
A gift from the king!
Kralın amına koyayım. Owen yürü am.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Siktirin. İbne.
Look out!
Orası bu çocuğu Walter Frey. Orası bu çocuğu Walter Frey. Amına koyayım. Bek amına koyayım. Aha. Ya adam burada savaşıyor sen adamı niye bağırıyorsun
Good
ki?
fucking riddance!
Adam öldü. Aha Lord. Lord kaleye gidelim Lord. Buradan hayatta kalamayacağız biz.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett!
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Aha.
Walter Frey, you fucking traitor!
Yine Walter Frey.
Go, my
Orası
lord,
Frey bile.
while there's still time! Seven hells!
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walter Frey says time to... Don't
Adam ölüyor lan.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to... I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
What the phrase says
You have to
about
go.
stage, you're welcome to the fucking torch.
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
Söylerim.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Now go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love, the fray.
Harikacıyım ya. Yürü yürü yürü. Orada yapacak bir şey yok. Eski tanrılar. Orospu çocuğu vallahi bugün ya. En üzüldüğüm sahnenin Red Wedding'leri bu arada. Joffrey inmek ya. Vallahi üzüldüm. Ne lan?
Blood. Fresh.
Ne oluyor lan? Gene ne drama var ya?
That's Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon. Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. I recognize you. You're a forester squire. Former stock bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Starklar ananı siksin.
Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it.
Out here by himself? Probably a deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you? That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy.
Bolton
Lord
nereden
Bolton
amına
is the
koyayım?
new warden of the north.
Lord
I reckon
Bolton'un
he
da
like a
amına
proper
koyayım.
lordly sword like that.
Senin de amına koyayım. Yanındaki adamların da amına koyayım. Ofansif git. Ne yaptınız
have
lan
that
babama
sword, boy.
ibneler? Fuck you.
You.
Bir zahmet amına.
Alright. Finish this
Kocaman
fucking pig farm.
kılıcı ne yapacaksın?
Pathetic.
Gelin amınıza koyacağım ya.
You really are a pig.
Bu çocuğu seni. Piç.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
Bolton adamlarına merhamet falan yok. Orospu çocuğu seni
White
geber.
Hill will see you hang for this.
Senin de ananı sikeceğim.
Much I promise.
Lord Whiteley'in de Lord Bolton'un da hepinizi sikeceğim ulan. Kevaşeler. Baba ölme baba. Oğlum niye kasıyor oyun? Oyun niye kastı?
Father?
Ölme baba.
You survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Orospu çocukları, kız kardeşimden ne istediğiniz lan?
I tried to stop them.
Ah be baba. O sarışın orospu evladını öldüreceğim seni, rahat ol.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Kevaşe ya. Babamı öldürdü. Kız kardeşimi öldürdü. Lord'umu öldürdü. Kralımı öldürdü. Lord'umun oğlunu öldürdü. En azından şeyi kurtardık o. Öbür lavu neydi? Bowen mıydı neydi? Öbür şey işte yaver.
It's Garrett!
Kapıyı açın, ölüyorsam.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Carrot!
Değer atın, ölüyorsam.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Two White Hill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Oha.
This never would have happened with the
Çok
Starks in
gençler.
power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable.
Hepsi Walder
You have my
Frey's. Onun da
condolences.
amına koyayım.
Thank you, Maester.
Rose'un da amına koyayım. Ramsay'in de amına koyayım.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family.
okay.
I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Of. Ne lan öyle? Oğlum kurt niye atıyorsun yere ama?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right.
Yapacak bir şey yok.
This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft. I imagine I'd be pretty good with a sword.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Tamam. Tabii malzemeler. Şifalı bitkiler.
This might help.
Sargı bezi.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Taht. Goblen. Goblen ne demek lan? Aile partisipam. Goblen ne?
Lord Forrester.
Lord Forrester.
It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Toprağı bol olsun.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Niye la? Abileri varmış bunun. Bu
Talia and
Ethan.
Ethan.
Ethan'ın
I
abisi
suppose
varmış.
Lord Ethan now.
Niye Asher geçmiyor? Göreceğiz artık bakalım. Bu buradaysa hikayede illa bir şey vardır.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth born son.
Harbi kaç oğlan var? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 çocuk
Lady
var.
Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Menüdeki kitabe kısmı. Nerede? Ha. Gregor Forrester, Iron Wrath, Florida. Forrester. Elisa Brandfield 60 senedir. Kaç yaşındasın dayı sen? Yani artık pek şey etmez sanırım. Elisa Forrester. Robert Nesliana. Ah lan Roderick, ilk erkek çocuk. En büyük oğlu olan Roderick'in liderlik yükünü üstleniyor. Bu Asher mı? Ha. Mira. Marjorie'yi göreceğiz yani, iyi. Üçüncü erkek çocuk Ethan. İkinci kız çocuk. Ha, bu Ethan'ın ikizi. Dördüncü erkek çocuk. Bu şey gibi. Recon gibi. Tam olarak öyle. Garrett Tuttle. Duncan tabi. Ha, bu bizim amcamız mı? Aynen. Bu kim? Bunlar gözüküyor ya. Master Ortengrin. Malcolm Brandfield. Lady Forrester'ın erkek kardeşi. Bu bizim kalem. Adam ya. Bu adam adamın dibi ya. Çok boşa gitti ya. Neyse tamam hadi devam oyuna. Hepsini okudum.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Bak.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters. No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Ne yapayım da?
The Ironwood Grove.
Üstad'la konuşayım. Üstad ortangelini toysum da.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Ya benim ailem değil, senin ailen gitti aslında benim. Ama abinin
sorry.
şeyini kaybettin.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms. Which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice, they'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse
Yeah,
Ramsay
cinayet
Snow would
falan
need
değil.
to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong!
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Hayda.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Evine White Hill'ler.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Yok, ne Lady'ye
This is
söyledim
important,
ne
Garrett.
Üstad'a.
I need to know the truth.
Lady Forrester asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, This will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Tamam.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait!
Oldu kız. O ne? Talya'nın kolyesi.
Be safe.
Vay vay. Yine babamız öldü ya. Olan gene biz oldu.
Ethan? Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Kolaydı.
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Kesin
I wish
gideceğim.
Mira was here.
Bu söz
And
verildi mi
Asha.
hiçbir zaman tutulmaz. Özellikle
Roger.
oyunlarda.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Gelsinler iyi bir
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Doğru diyor.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Çok
Lord
akıllısın
Ethan,
sen
you're
ya.
needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine.
Görevim var
If that's what's
kardeşler.
required of me.
Very well then.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you let me.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men know.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Senin amına koyarım.
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a
Ne diyorsun
lord?
lan?
You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished! Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
İbne. Baba katili orospu çocuğu.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady
Anacığım
Forrester.
sen ne yapıyorsun
You bellow
burada?
like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Oyu.
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law
Git
here.
lan kalemler.
If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven
Lord
letting him know a
Bolton,
Forrester
amına
man
koyayım.
killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Kevaşı. Bak bakıyor orospu çocuğu, baba katili.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Mira'ya mı geçiyoruz şimdi?
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ironwood'sa. Sonra bu sandık. Bitmemiş mektup. Hoppa.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Asher sent me this coin, to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Öyle.
Ethan made this for me. was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Lady Elena babaannesi. Çok akıllı kadındır. Tek sevmediğim yanı Targaryen
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Biliyor mu lan babasının
I hope to see them all
abisinin?
someday.
Bilmiyormuş.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Döndüm. Anneden mektup.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Kapıyı kim çalıyor lan? Kim o?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
Gel.
Come in.
Sen kimsin çocuğum? Ha, kömürcü evlat.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
Vay şerefsiz. Ensesçi kadın. Hiç sevmem
I hope you're
Cersei'yi.
not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to
Jaime
know.
ile şatapat. Zaten gitti Robert'a
Most people
da.
don't tend to notice a
Neyse.
call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so
Spoiler
many
vermiş.
lords and ladies about.
İzlemeniz falan çıkar.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady
Tyrell.
You're early.
I was hoping there would be
Naber?
time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Ya sen kitaplardaki halinle güzelsin. Tabi Natalie Dormer güzel de. Kitaplardakini daha çok seviyorum. Daha akıllı.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Kuzeyli kız siksin onu.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless,
Ya abim ve babam öldü amına
she
koyayım.
demands an audience. She wants an
Kralım
apology
da öldü
of some
amına
sort.
koyayım.
For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you
cidden
to her.
üzüldüm ya.
I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not
Çok kısa
important.
gözüktüler ama
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
ne bakıyorsun göt?
You'll be fine. I know
Hiç
you will.
sevmiyorum bu.
You may feel one
King's
thing, but
Guard'ı
you
da.
must say
Ya tek
another.
kral King's Guard vardı. 2 tane hatta. Biri Arthur Dayne, öbürü
Good luck.
taşaklı bir şey. Ha, Barristan Selmy. Bir Barristan Selmy adamdı bir kardeşim, bir de Arthur Dayne. Bu ikiliden şaşmıyorum. Geri kalan beyaz pelerinlerinin hepsini sikeyim. Aa, Tyrion da orada lan. Lan imp, ne haber lan?
You can do this.
Cüce. Babanı mı öldürdün sen göt? Siz ne bakıyorsunuz lan? İşinize bakın. Götler.
Ah, Lady Marjorie.
Tyrion'un
Aren't
okuşa
you
bak.
looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I will speak truly,
Victor.
Your Grace.
I should hope so. Speak falsely, and it will be worse for you.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new
krala
Lord Forrester.
sadık.
He's not
Tek
here,
ve
is he?
gerçek krala.
She is.
O da Robb
Yes, Your Grace.
Stark'tır.
To the one true king.
Robb Stark'tır
The
o da.
one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is
Aynen.
clever.
Robb Stark kardeşim.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl.
Bağırma lan patronuma.
If you would give her the
patronum
chance to
değil.
explain...
Perhaps she can
Lady mi?
explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of
Hain
traitors.
senin babandır. Tywin'in amına koyayım.
They are
Bunlar
noble, not
hain
traitors,
ne?
Your
Ye
Grace.
yok.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira
Sizi
is
kimde be?
northern, Your Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind but means no offense, Your Grace.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton'a hain amına koyayım.
Roose
Ha.
Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Hızlı ve ani. Hain orospu çocuğu
Old
Roose
allegiances are
Bolton.
not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild
Yani
and forge
savaşın
new
sonu da
alliances.
Stannis
There
duvara
are ships
gitti.
and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady
Kitapta
supply of
hala
iron wood for
orada.
his armies.
Yani geliyor
I'm told
Winterfell'e.
there are others who would
Kitapta
have
kazanacak.
this,
İnanıyorum
but I
Stannis'e.
trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
and at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Gerek olsaydı verirdim. Gerek olsa Rob'la
Raises
beraber
an interesting
ölürdüm
question,
kardeşim.
I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie
Yanlış
here was
taraf, aynen.
betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day
Renly
rule the
Baratheon
Seven
daha
Kingdoms.
indir.
Can we
Joffrey
fault her for her
Baratheon da.
mistake?
Tek
Should
gerçek
she be
kral
held
Robb
accountable?
Stark ve Stannis Baratheon'dur. Zaten Balon Greyjoy'u şey yapan
She was
yok.
just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my
Balon
son.
Greyjoy'un zaten
If there's a
Balon
point to
Greyjoy'u
this,
zaten
I hope you find it quickly.
sikine takan yok. Bir bok
Loyalty can be
yaptığı
such a
yok.
hard
Gitti
thing to
anca
define.
Winterfell'e saldırdı.
This city alone
Mal
is
herif.
filled with all sorts of
Yerle
ambitious
gitti,
opportunists
öldürdü,
looking to
senin
reinvent
kardeşi
themselves,
öldürdü, mal herif.
pretending to be something they're not.
Ya
Who knows
Euron
what
nasıl
lurks within
kaybetti
their
ama
hearts.
Jaime? Ben inanmıyorum ya. Hep
You are a
plot
girl
armor
from the
yüzünden
north
ha.
here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Yeah.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Belirledim.
She is a
Gayet de
threat to the
haklı.
crown, isn't she? The most
Ya ilk
dangerous
konuşma
handmaiden in all
şarap
King's
şöntim yine.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not
Kuzeylilerin
very encouraging
ayağına...
either.
Neyse. Yeter.
I'd like a word with you,
Max
if I may.
batılı amına koyayım.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ha, Marjorie dövecek beni ama. Ne bakıyorsun imp?
I'll walk you out.
Pekala.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he
Vay.
didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Akıllı adam.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You
Sağ
have
ol
my
canım.
condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it,
Boltonların
but
amına koyayım.
the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will
Sersenin
not
ne
soon
düşündüğü
forget what you
sikinde
said.
değil.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Tek sevdiğim
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats.
Ya ben
Boats
Peter
need
Baelish'le
wood, and I
konuşmam
speak
amına
for the
koyayım.
crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3
Oğlum,
beautiful
Sansa'da
bottles
ne
of
çekti
Dornish
var
wine
ya.
await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can
Yeah.
be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Kralın şehrinde orospu çocuğu kaynıyor. Ned Stark bu yüzden zaten gitti amına koyayım. Buraya uyum sağlayamaz öyle bir adam. O kadar taşşaktan. Stannis de zaten terk ediyor erkenden. Jon Arryn de öyle. Robert'ı bilemem. Karısını aldatıyor değil mi?
Mira, I
De
was worried.
yine de severdim.
How was it? Cersei has a way of
Bölümün
looking at you
gitmişler
as though
yaşar.
you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Orospunun teki. Şimdi bunu desem
Lady
orada
Marjorie
olsaydım
has
şu
spent
an
the entire
kellem
day
gitmiştim.
working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady
Ya
Marjorie
Allah,
could make the
çok
right
kötüydü
introductions.
ya.
Who knows?
O
We
Beri'nin
might meet
şeyi.
our future husbands.
O gözlerine falan
Although
Ruslu
marrying a
çocuğu da
king,
valla
I can only imagine what that would be like.
çok brutaldı amına koyayım.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Ya sikseler ya.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Birisi 2 metre, birisi 1
Bronn
metre.
and...
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be
Queen,
exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Ben Tom'una gidiyorum kızım.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons
Baskın yedim.
might
kusura
do to
bakmayın.
your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a
Koruma diye
favor
bir seçenek şey yapmaz.
for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. I look forward to the day you are queen.
Kral yolu olsun, aha geldik yine Gerrit Tadıl. Sesler mi lan öyle?
Seven hells.
Ulan bir kılıç falan verseydi amcam sana. Hay amcam.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. Wasn't all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
Niye basıyorum? Oyun eski ya, ondandır büyük ihtimalle.
A day, my lord. Two at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Çocuklarını atmışlar adama ya. Şu sancan ben amına koyayım. Sancan amına koyayım. Adamın derisini yüzmüşler ama.
Bloody hell!
Orospu çocuğu Remzi. Orospu çocuğu Remzi. Sadist orospu çocuğu ya.
Lord Ethan!
Biraz fazla küfür ediyorum ama.
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone, but took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
He's a thief!
You can send him to the war.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Sadakatini yenilememiz lazım adamın.
Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you.
Bak işte ya, böyle yapacak.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. It can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Peki. Ya ben bu ikisi arasında seçim yapacağım ha. Stad Ortenegrin.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yok.
No, I'm not ready just yet.
Let me know when you are, my lord.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Malcolm.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
Why?
She has asked me to return with you, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother.
Annem
Of
tabii
course I'll
anne.
be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
Ama
But my mother's
lordum
fears are
de
not the only ones I
amcamsın sen
face.
benim.
My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice.
You're right. Sir Royland seems the man for the job.
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Nah.
I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. And Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father's gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you. Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage. And I regret any action you disapprove of.
You had your reasons, but nonetheless, you undermined my authority. I can't have that happen again.
It won't, my lord. You have my word.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Do it like you mean it. Sword up. Swing left. Parry. Wrong. I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Sen oğlum ne yapıyorsun?
You're all worthless and weak.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, you know, don't you?
And what of your brother Asher? Where's his name?
There's only two sides to the blade. Besides, he left, so... Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword, I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means.
No, he's not our enemy, but he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Üstad hadi topla konseyi de Royland'ı bir şey ilan edeyim.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Selamun aleyküm.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Üstadı seçemiyor mu? Annemi seçemiyor mu?
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
Ne hiç sevmesem
You aren't ready for a fight.
ordusu
You're bound
5
to lose
katı.
when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you. as we served your father?
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong? You'll lead us into ruin!
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct.
Adam ya.
Asher knocked out half the poor
Ne
boy's
zaman
teeth.
göreceğiz bu eşleri? Çok sevdim ya.
Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you,
Görüşürüz
Ethan.
amca.
I'm glad you
amca
will let me do
dayım.
this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Haydi bakalım.
Milady.
You?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ne bakıyorum piç. İşine bak. Lavuk.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan? He should be here. Ah, fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Geldi amına koydukları.
Isn't this a lovely pile of
İki
timber?
kalleş, iki kevaşe,
Not the place
iki
I want to be if
kahpe.
there's fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton?
Peach,
Although a
oğlum,
bastard,
peach.
Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you,
Warden of
lad.
the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not
Ani hareketler
bad.
yapma sikerim.
Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah, worried about your family. As you should be.
I'm the Lord. I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show.
Only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that!
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Orospu çocukları nasıl geliyorlar bak.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The Seven Hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Bırak lan kardeşimi, iyi bile.
Please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
I said leave them be!
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go!
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Orospu çocuğu.
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Orospu çocuğu.
My lord!
No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Ethan. Oh, come on.
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Çocuk öldü.
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take him!
Help me!
Çocukları.
Brian! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ethan öldü amına koyayım. Şimdi kim olacak Lord? Kimi oynatacağız amına koyayım? Talya'yı mı? Lady'yi mi? Kime? Sir Royland'ı Sentinel'i mi oynatacağız amına koyayım? Hikayem burada başlıyor.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all.
Ya bu sonraki bölümün şeyi. Bunu izlemeyeceğim. Spoiler çünkü. Of baya dolgun seri ya. Beğeneceğimi düşünüyorum. İlk bölümün de sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere dostlar. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.